What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Caleb coming to you with another video, and I just want to talk about my thoughts on NFL Sunday yesterday, first Sunday of 2017. Not a lot of great games, man. I mean, some teams looked really bad yesterday. I mean, the Giants, the Bengals, the Colts, to name a few. But I mean, yeah, it just wasn't too many competitive games yesterday. I'm gonna try to break it up into 2 or 3 different sections of there. I want to do good, bad, and just straight up ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like me, straight up ugly. I'm gonna start with the good first. And good, I want to start with the. I hate this as a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but I gotta say how good the Oakland Raiders looked yesterday against the Tennessee Titans. I mean, particularly the offense. I mean, beast mode is back. Marshawn Lynch had like 60 yards. I mean, his first carry, just breaking off tackles, looking like the old beast mode, keeping his feet turning forward. Whew. Boy, that dude's gonna be a force to be reckoned with, man. he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. I mean, seriously. I mean, the dude did not look like he was off for 2 years, man. He did not look like he's been off for 2 years. And before kickoff, before their first possession, it was like this was his first game in 602 days. I mean, this dude, dog, beast mode is back, and I'm scared as hell. As a Chiefs fan, I am scared as hell of beast mode right now, man. And then, Derek Carr, 5-year, $125 million man, signed that contract. He threw some great balls yesterday. It was some drives. I mean, Amari Cooper, Amari Cooper, he dropped a couple. He dropped a couple touchdowns. I know they were high, but they hit your hands, man. You gotta bring them in. But other than that, with him, Crabtree, and Roberts, I mean, they look formidable again, man. They look formidable again. That's why they one of the favorites to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 52. I mean, they look very good. I mean, the Los Angeles Rams, I know it's not saying a lot. I mean, because the Colts turned the ball over a few times. Tolzien threw 2 interceptions. But I'm just saying, but to put up 49 points in the opener, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. And let's see. In NFC West, obviously Seattle's the class of that division. Cardinals, I don't know what they're looking like. I mean, not looking too good right now, especially with David Johnson going down to injury with a bad wrist the other day. Excuse me, yesterday. And then who was that? Who else? I'm trying to think of who else plays in the NFC West. The Seahawks, the Cardinals, the Rams, and the 49ers. I keep forgetting about them. Yeah, they didn't look too good. Like I said, I expected that though. I expected the 49ers to be bad. I didn't. I knew the Seattle. I knew Seattle's offense would struggle. I mean, especially losing Curse. I mean, another receiver, but I mean, Baldwin looked like he had a good game. Jimmy Graham, I'm pretty sure he's gonna bust loose. He's gonna get on the tear during the season or whatever. Yeah, but Cardinals losing David Johnson, I mean, your all-purpose back, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. It might be a broken wrist too. I seen that hit the dude hit this crown of his helmet hit right on the wrist too. Like, man, whew, that just looked bad. But yeah, man. Back to the Rams. Like I said, 49 points in the season opener. Like I said, I knew the Rams would win. I didn't think they would be that bad though. I didn't think the Rams would be that bad. I didn't think the Colts would be that bad. No, I didn't think the Rams would be that good. I mean, Jared Goff had a great day. Gurley had a good game. You know, I mean, big ups to the Rams though. Big ups to the Rams. The Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, with all the questions about the quarterback situation between Bortles and Chad Henne, I mean, obviously the quarterback wasn't really the factor yesterday. The factors were Leonard Fournette, first career NFL game, 26 carries, 100 yards, man. I mean, it was after that first preseason game against New England. He says like it's not as tough as I thought it's gonna be. I mean, he might be right to say those words, man. After last night, after yesterday, it was pretty. That was a heck of a performance, man. Like I said, 100 yards, first career game. Calais Campbell, 4 sacks on his own. 4 freaking sacks, man. And then Houston, you know, I guess it was just too much emotion, man. Obviously the first responders were honored at the game, and then of course you had the real big moment when J.J. Watt was introduced, with the starting defense, and then he was carrying the Texas flag, you know, as he was coming out, you know, getting the crowd hyped up. I mean, Tom Savage only threw 13 passes, completed 7 of them for 62 yards, lost 2 fumbles. Not good. They went to Deshaun Watson in the second half. Watson was able to lead him to a touchdown pass to DeAndre Hopkins, first ever. He also threw a pick, and he also lost the fumble. So it was four turnovers for the Texans. That the Texans are part of the ugly, man. That was just a horrible performance. But like I said, big ups to Jacksonville. They played a hell of a game. I mean, I was talking about the Giants earlier. Excuse me, the Cardinals earlier with again David Johnson getting hurt, and then Carson Palmer having a bad game, 3 interceptions. You know, again, they're part of the ugly part. But going back to the good, Detroit, their opponents yesterday. Detroit was really good yesterday. Matt Stafford, at least for week 1, proving that he earned that money, man. 292 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. I don't think he got. Well, no, I'm sorry, he had 1 pick, but you know, introducing the world to maybe the next big receiver, Kenny Golladay. Was it 62 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns on the day? Huge in fantasy, huge points in fantasy. So I mean. And then Tate, of course, the number 1 receiver, 10 catches, 100 yards. I mean, big day for Stafford, man. I mean, at least for one game, he's proven his worth. I mean, I said, big ups to him. Yeah, last person for the good part of the segment, Carson Wentz, second year guy out of North Dakota State. 307 yards, 2 touchdowns. I really didn't expect that out of Philadelphia, especially starting in Washington yesterday. Really didn't expect that in Washington, but I mean, he had that one great play where he got off of 2 sacks, and then he threw that ball to Nelson Aguilar. That was pretty damn good, man. I mean, you know, he able to stand in the pocket, shrug off those potential sacks, and then stay in the pocket and then throw a great ball to Aguilar for the touchdown. I mean, Wentz, proving that he's proven he's going to be probably as good as expected, and that's pretty good. I mean, running a pro style offense in college really helped Carson Wentz development. Going into the NFL. So look out for big things from Wentz in the future. Going to the bad side now, the New York Giants, they look bad. Obviously, it was to be expected without Odell Beckham Jr. I didn't think they was going to do that bad. I mean, Eli Manning was under pressure all night. Brandon Marshall really wasn't a factor in his first game with the Giants. Sterling Shepard, he's not a number one receiver yet. Obviously, Dallas really capitalized on the Giants not having Odell Beckham. Obviously, with Odell Beckham on the field, it opens up so much for the other receivers, and then and also it gives the defense that guy to worry about. I think Dallas really, Rob Marinelli had a hell of a game plan, just to get Eli rattled and just throwing just throwing wild, getting again under pressure all night. So yeah, I give the Giants a bad look on Sunday, but it was to be expected as well. Another bad candidate is the Seattle Seahawks. Took a 3-0 lead into the locker room again at halftime against the Green Bay Packers. Went on to get outscored 19-6 in the second half. Like I said, I think they're missing Curse. The offense really struggled. Not getting any production out of Eddie Lacy, the running back. Supposed to have lost all that weight for all that money. Look like he gained it right back. Look like he's still looks like he's big as heck. For a running back, but. It just wasn't a good day for Seattle yesterday. Obviously, a lot of that had to do with Aaron Rodgers as well, and that defense, and that Green Bay defense was pretty good. But yeah, just a bad look for Seattle, in my opinion. This time I'm gonna go individual here for a bad look is Le'Veon Bell. Missing all that training camp, talking about I didn't want to get hurt. 10 rushes for 32 yards. I'm guessing that's just the time that he missed in training camp or whatever. So I guess it's not too much to worry about. But with him being like one of the number one fantasy guys coming into the year, as far as point production and value, I guess he's not going to do it every week. But against the Browns though, well, I guess the Browns have a good front seven, but because maybe I'm being too harsh, because he's only had a week or so of practice. I'm just saying. I guess I'm just putting too much on Le'Veon Bell. Actually, he didn't have a preseason, but to his standards, that was a pretty bad game. And now, finally, to the ugly, just like me, ugly part of the show. The 49ers, like I said, Brian Hoyer, I told you in my prediction video, I really couldn't trust him, to be honest. I really don't trust him. Only scoring 3 points. All right, but again, that's the Carolina defense as well. Carolina makes a lot of teams look bad on offense, so but the most ugly and the most disappointing team in week 1, I feel, is the Cincinnati Bengals. You get shut out at home by the Ravens. This ain't your daddy's Ravens either. With Ray Lewis and Ed Reed on the defense. Still, Terrell Suggs still there. Terrell Suggs still there, but the Ravens just don't look that impressive to me. And then Flacco not being 100%, and then still doing his thing. just a horrible look for the Bengals yesterday. I mean, Andy Dalton, horrible game, horrible. I mean, Dalton, he's supposed to be good in the regular season. He ain't supposed to disappoint until January. He ain't supposed to disappoint until January when they get a wild card spot or something like that. I mean, he's already disappointed right now, so that's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough season ahead. I mean, I still don't understand how Marvin Lewis has a job in 9 years without getting one playoff victory, but I guess it is what it is. So, but yeah, man, that's my good, bad, and ugly for first Sunday of the year. Going back to the picks that I made for week 1 on Sunday, if you didn't watch that video, go watch that video. My week 1 predictions for Sunday. I went 8-4 yesterday, 8-5 if you include Thursday's game. Again, like I said, they're my Chiefs, man. My favorite team is the Chiefs, but I just didn't think that they were gonna win that game. I just didn't think they were going to win it. I mean, and especially the way that they did, man. But that's a story for another video. So yeah, overall I'm 8-5 right now, and gonna go ahead and pick tonight's Monday night games. First, gonna start with the Vikings. It's gonna be the Saints visiting the Vikings. Adrian Peterson's first game back in Minnesota. Obviously, after leaving last year, we got hurt week 2. Got injured week 2 of last season, couldn't play the rest of the year. Spent 10 years there. Of course, he was suspended that 1 year. Excuse me, for 15 games. Was it 2014, 2015 for child abuse on his son. But I think he's Minnesota's all-time leading rusher. I mean, had that 2,000-yard season came. It was like about 8 yards short of Dickerson's single season record the last year in the Metrodome. Yeah, did a lot for the city of Minnesota. They show him on TV right now. Did a lot for the city of Minnesota. Did a lot for that community. Class personified. Signed with the New Orleans Saints in the offseason. I really was kind of skeptical of that, but I guess New Orleans is looking to go in another direction. I mean, Drew Brees, he's getting older. Ever since Brees has gotten there, the Saints have been a passing team. Was it 06? Saints have been a pass, I say 80% pass, 20% run type team. Drew Brees putting up all those big numbers. Of course, was that 2009 season, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy, beating Peyton Manning and the Colts in Miami that year. But I guess I'm guessing, especially with Ingram as well. I guess in New Orleans trying to go to a more ball control sense team, going to more of a ball control sense, ball control type team. I'm sorry, but yeah, run the ball more. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with them. But as far as a pick goes, let's see. Sam Bradford, he's has a full off season with the Vikings now. Teddy Bridgewater still out with that knee injury. He's on IR right now, but he might be able to come back this year. And we'll see what happens there between Bradford and Bridgewater. Bradford did Bradford did okay last year. He did okay. He did better than I thought he was going to do. And the Vikings had an okay year. See what happens this year. I still don't. I mean, looking at the NFC North, the Bears, the Packers, the Vikings, and the Lions. The way the Lions looked yesterday, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be tough. I mean, obviously it's the Packers division to lose, but then you have the Lions doing pretty good. And the Bears almost upsetting the Falcons. You know, Falcons almost blowing another lead. Anyway, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But I just think I don't think the Vikings. I think the Vikings probably finish third this year. I'm gonna go over division picks too while I'm at it right now. Kind of like part two of the predictions, but division special. But yeah. All that being said, I think Saints got this one tonight. Saints got this one. I'll say it'll be a competitive game. I'll say what score is 31-17 Saints. 31-17. Yeah, it actually says that the Vikings are a 3-point favorite going into the game. If I'm a betting man, I don't go with that. I go with the Saints. And I think the Saints win. I think the Saints win at 31-17. Second game of the Monday Night Doubleheader. It is the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Denver Broncos. Of course, San Diego moving to. The Chargers moving to Los Angeles after all those years in San Diego. City of San Diego couldn't get a deal. Chargers couldn't get a deal done with the City of San Diego to build a new stadium, so they moved to Los Angeles, and they're gonna be co-tenants with the Rams in their new stadium when it's built in 2019, 2020, whichever one. Yeah, but yeah, kind of sad to see the San Diego Chargers leave. So I think San Diego's a great city, and you know, it was Anyway, Broncos are a 3-point favorite over. Los Angeles. I was about to say San Diego over Los Angeles. I definitely take the Broncos in this one. I think the Broncos will win. I say 21-13. 21-13 over the Los Angeles Chargers. I mean, it depends on Phillip Rivers, man. Phillip Rivers, in seasons when he started hot, you know, he's cooled down late. But in the seasons where he started slow, I mean, they started off so slow to where, you know, Rivers gets hot in the second half, but they can't really recover, you know, in time to make the playoffs. So it depends on Phillip Rivers. Yeah, I like the Broncos. I don't like the quarterback situation in Denver. I don't like that. Trevor Siemian gets a start. Still have Paxton Lynch on their roster. Obviously, I think Lynch is injured, so they bring back Brock Osweiler. Brock Osweiler. I mean, their defense is great. I mean, I don't see them doing much this year. Denver, they probably finish third or fourth. They finish at the bottom of the division, either third or fourth. But I like them in this game, though. As far as Chargers, I picked them as well to pick them to finish the bottom of the division. Like I said, one of those things is going to happen. Phil Rivers is going to come out strong, or Phil Rivers is going to come out strong and he's going to fall late, or he's going to come out bad and he'll get good late, but he ain't going to be good enough to make the playoffs. So, like I said, I got the Broncos. What did I say the score? 21-13 over the Los Angeles Chargers. And I said I will go over a division winner video, probably playoff scenario, and then Super Bowl prediction video. I'm going to go ahead and do another video for that, and I'm going to end this video right here. Thank you guys for watching. Wish y'all number positive vibes only, and I'm see y'all in the next video.